Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between. Welcome to a very special video of my channel. Why is it so special, you may ask? Because it celebrates the 2nd anniversary on YouTube. It seems it was only yesterday that I was unboxing my T700 Hot Toys Terminator, and 2 years later, here I am, still shooting some pictures, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So what topic do I bring to the table today? A plague which often bothers the hell out of collectors. If you maintain this hobby for long enough, you will come to a point in which space is going to become an issue. So behind this door, I will try and show you what I came up with in terms of, minimizing the problem. I hope you all enjoy and follow me for the next couple of minutes.
So, what have we got here? Well, I haven't exactly discovered gunpowder. It isn't rocket science or anything like that. I mean, there are plenty of people who have displayed their vehicles in this manner, but in my particular circumstance, this was a way to get some more room. So, these ships and planes that you see hanging from the ceiling used to be on the floor, and they took up a lot of space. So by placing them here, what I've managed to succeed is nothing more, nothing less than to get a little bit of more space. Right, so where to start? Starting on the G.I. Joe section over here. So probably one of my favorite G.I. Joe vehicles of all time, the Sky Striker. This one isn't complete. It's missing two of its missiles. Fortunately, I have here the Cobra Rattler. And to build this complete example of the Cobra Rattler, I used two different planes. So there were a couple of extra missiles, and I used two of the Rattler's missiles to place here on the Sky Striker. Yes, I have to confess that I remembered this plane ever so much when watching Maverick, Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay, so the Sky Striker, as I told you before, and then we've got the Rattler. The Cobra Mamba, complete with ventral bomb. Yes, this is most often missing. Yes, another one, vintage G.I. Joe, the X-30 Conquest. Yeah, and you can see a bit of a turnover. Oh, so you've got the Night Raven over there, but that one isn't vintage, that's modern. Unfortunately, I haven't got the vintage version. As I was telling you, you can see a little bit of difference, and you got the Ghost Striker here. Yes, the F-16 was the plane that, yes, was inspiration for this G.I. Joe vehicle. As I was telling you before, so these coloring schemes on the missiles and the missile launchers, the green and the pink, yeah, yeah, it's a bummer. I much prefer the old traditional gray, dark gray, or even black. Right, okay, a couple of vehicles more G.I. Joe, the Retaliator and the X-Wing helicopter. Okay, and on to the Star Wars section. Okay, probably the smallest slave one I've got. The TIE Silencer, which proves that even my least favorite Star Wars film was capable of spitting out a quite astonishing vehicle. Right, so the classic Pursuit X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. Yeah, I couldn't miss that one, could I? Snowspeeder. This one is from the Vintage Collection. Lots more of detail than the original ones that I will show you in a couple seconds. A trio of the TIE family, and center my first ever Star Wars ship, Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. Yes, sided by a TIE bomber and a first order TIE fighter. Yeah. A couple of years ago I tried some batteries to see if the mechanicals were still working. Unfortunately, not so much the sound, the light still blinked. Well, that isn't exactly surprising considering that this vehicle is from 1980 something. Perhaps even 79, something like that. Right. Yeah, another one I remember unwrapping for Christmas. The original Y-Wing fighter. I gotta love this. This was synonym for Christmas for me for plenty of years. I guess it still is right now. So a couple of snow speeders, vintage ones for that matter. And then we've got none other than an original Millennium Falcon. Yeah, this one has got a sunburn on one of its sides. Guess it's made the Kessel Run once too often. Okay, so a V-Wing fighter over there. Yep. Entering the Clone Wars territory. And then Episode 1 with the pod racers. Anakin up front. And Sebulba looking mighty angry following him. Okay, Revenge of the Sith here with the Kashyyyk flyer. A couple of Wookiees. That was inventive. And then we have the Droid Tri-Fighter and a couple of Droid Fighters too. Actually, 3 of them. Expanded Universe Dash Render's Outrider. Yeah. Okay. The equivalent for a mini rig. The Y-Wing Bomber. Yeah, the classic X-Wing. Much larger scale than that previous one we've seen a couple of minutes ago. This one's the Dagobah version with the charred up engines. Okay, once again, Episode 3. Yes, with a couple of starfighters, Jedi starfighters, Obi-Wans and Anakins. And then Grievous's starfighter. Yes. And as you can possibly see, there are still some more holes on the ceiling, which means that if more vehicles should happen to come my way, which I do sincerely hope is the case, I will have time for them. Right, you guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. This was my sincere try, to deal with the lack of space that every collector comes to terms if he sustains this hobby for a long period of time. Hope to see you guys on the next one. Stay strong, stay safe.